Jay, let's start, first of all, with what was the purpose of Nancy Pelosi's trip and why now?
Well, a lot of people in Washington are asking the same question. She initially had planned to go on the trip earlier. It was canceled because of COVID. And for Nancy Pelosi, this has been something that she's carried on throughout her political career, standing up to China. She was in Tiananmen Square just after the deaths there and has continued to push that envelope and really shows support for Taiwan and their independence and their commitment to democracy. And that's what she was doing on this trip. Now, it wasn't on the official schedule for her Asian tour, but most people knew that it was going to happen. It may have been the worst kept secret in Washington. And her time there was brief, but she at every turn continued to really stress the importance of the relationship between Taiwan and the U.S. and the commitment of the U.S. To continue that relationship and to support Taiwan.
Jay, I understand there has been reaction from China. What are they doing?
Yeah, a couple of things, and we've just found out that they've already started some restrictions against Taiwan trade-wise, and that was expected as a result of this. But China has said, and has been saying this repeatedly, that there would be some serious consequences if the speaker made the trip. Now that she's been and gone, we know that initially they buzzed the area, that entire region, with fighter jets and really stepped up live ammunition military exercises in that entire Taiwan Strait area, just a show of force. They have said that this is, and I want to quote this correctly here, a serious violation that infringes on China's sovereignty and territorial integrity, and they are demanding that the U.S. apologize for this and make sure that it, in their thinking, doesn't happen again. Of course, Speaker Pelosi said during the entire trip that no one's going to tell the U.S. Congress where and when they can go, and that more delegations are expected. So this is a tug of war that's going to continue for quite some time. And there is concern on the military side. I want to tell you that Taiwan's armed forces have stepped up their alert level at this point, and we now know there are 4 U.S. warships in the water east of Taiwan. Now, the Navy says that they are there, Jen, for routine deployments, but really nothing in that region seems routine at this point.
Yeah, indeed. So some saber rattling by China. And just quickly, Jay, I've got about 30 seconds left. The White House has tried to distance itself from Nancy Pelosi's choices here. So will there be, difficult relations in an already sort of difficult relationship between China and the Biden administration?
Yeah. Well, there certainly could be, and I think what you have to do as you look at the fallout of this is look in 2 levels. Economically, what's going to happen between the 2 countries. But second, the war in Ukraine. The U.S. has made it clear to China that they don't want them supporting Russia in that effort. There are now indications that that could change, that China could provide some weapons, including drones, to Russia to use in the war in Ukraine. Of course, if that happens, it's going to change the entire dynamic between the 2 superpowers.
Yeah, interesting ripple effects. Okay, NBC's Jay Gray in Washington with the latest. Thanks, Jay.